Hello everyone, my name's Caden and welcome back to more of the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Last time we got to day 99 on yet another route, so let's get to it because we have a very interesting fight. Why do we have an interesting fight? There are two fashionistas! Interestingly, first off, we have to hit both with the poison trap. Now, I want to test something.
Ready as I'll ever be!
If I move here and I try putting down a second poison
And good to go!
Okay, so you can only put down one. Okay, in that case, I want to reset the... I want to reload the save so I don't have to watch the entire cutscene again, is what I want to do. So evidently we're going to need to take a little while to do this, because we can't just easily do this as I want.
I can't wait.
Here's what we're going to do, I think. First up, we'll put some metal fences on each side, on like each of the main sides. Which is every side now I think about, but whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I only have 6, so you need to be careful with placing these. That side should be fine. It's mostly good.
Time for battle.
You know what? I know what I want to do. I want to first. We're gonna scum this a little bit. I'm not gonna deny that. We're gonna save scum this. I want to first watch what happens if I just let the turn play out. What kind of actions are gonna be made?
That's 10 to me! That's 10 to me!
That's sucky. So that guaranteed poisons one Fashions. So they both start by doing their usual thing.
Leave it to me. I've got this. Whenever you're
It
ready.
occurs to me, she technically gets infinite movement while placing down traps. It's kind of weird. Okay, let me reload the save, and I think I've got some kind of a battle plan. Something. Not perfect, mind you, but I've got something.
Let me at him!
First off, use a metal fence and block off pathways to all the generators.
Here you go!
Make it as hard as possible for the
My
enemy to reach
turn.
every generator.
Right here.
Okay, okay! Yep!
We have 8 turns to work with here.
Ready
Gotta
as I'll
make
ever
sure
be.
that...
Locked and loaded.
Okay. Okay with that.
My best won't be much, but still.
I'm gonna give Shoma
I'll
his
get in
counter thing
early for
going.
once. I'll try not to run away! Maybe this will do something!
We just gotta play this one as smart as I can so that we can make it work. I need to ensure
I'm
that
good to
Nozomi
go.
doesn't die, so we'll give her a defense
set it up.
potion. We'll give her 2, actually. just
Locked
to
and
be safe.
loaded.
No, we'll give her 1. She should be fine with just 1. She can also heal herself, worst comes to worst, so... The other thing I'm considering I want to do is, of course, trying to clean up as many of these enemies as I can. The problem is that these guys don't give me any extra turns. I kill them and it's just gonna delay the inevitable, really. But that might just be all I need right now.
Time for me to move.
think not as many of these
Let's get
guys.
to the killing. Does this do it for you?
Let's give it to him. Let's freaking go!
Prepped and ready.
Just ring that bell. I can handle this.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and we'll,
Time for action.
we'll
I'm good
move
to go.
Nozomi over here, back here.
Ready as I'll ever be.
And we'll save the extra turns. Okay, let's see what this does for me. I'm probably still gonna have the plenty of wait, whoa. Hang on. That might have just created a much more interesting possibility. Did you just wait, are they both gonna get hit by the same single trap? There's no way that's gonna happen, right? Okay, I was about to say, like, there's no shot that's actually going to work, right?
Leave it to me.
Alright, now we've got a bit of an
good
issue,
to go.
but we might be able to save it.
Let me handle it.
I need to prepare as many defenses as possible.
This'll do the trick.
I need
Whenever you're
Nozomi to have
ready.
another defensive
Here's
potion.
one for Dab.
In fact, we're gonna save here. I'm gonna save scum this. Now I need to make sure that the rest
I'll
of these
do what
don't
little I
cause
can.
any major damage. Use
I'll
this.
get in fair weight for once.
That side's protected. This side is what I'm worried about.
I'm good to go.
There's not really a whole lot I can do here. Well, actually, maybe there is. Hang on. We can actually clear up this side, not have to worry about it. Meaning we only have, what, 2 sides to worry about? Yeah, we can clear up this side. We do this.
I'm ready. Here goes. I
Okay.
can't move.
So that's that side protected.
I'll try not to run away.
Put up defensive mode too, I forgot.
Sorry.
The only other side of concern would be this side
I'm
over
taking
here,
the wheel.
which we can just use the boss to clear out as much
Leave
as we
it to
can.
me.
Clear out the
Let's roll.
closest ones first.
I'm good whenever. Watch out. Leave it to me. Hi-ya! Ready when you are.
That gives us 200 voltage.
Let me handle it.
We should be okay. Now the question is she gonna move the way that I want her to? We'll figure it out.
Let's change me.
Okay, she did. I think we're good. Yeah, just keep hitting him. Later. Now we can have some fun. Ooh. So scary with there being two of you, huh?
We always knew a bunch of cowardly invaders like you would resort to cheap tricks. You shall learn that resistance is futile. Beings as superior as us can never be defeated. Our superior selves want to win, so we will win. We shall destroy every last one of you and take the power of the second coming. Then we shall become gods.
Become as gods.
Every last bit of power will be ours.
Alright, real fight time. Not a whole lot of other enemies to work with. Defeat all enemy bosses. Now the question above all questions, can this be done in a singular turn? She only has 80 HP. This might be possible.
Let's go.
Based on certain something.
Here we go. This
Attack
should
motion.
do it.
I appreciate the help.
Let's go.
Agility
Time to
potion.
use it.
Thanks.
Both do have counter, unfortunately.
Ready when you
So
are.
I'm gonna spam the defensive potion.
This should do it.
I appreciate the help.
Good to go. Time to use it.
Thanks.
Ready when you. I've got this.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I can hit both. But we still might be able to use this. I just need to be very careful. But I think I can still
My
use
turn.
this.
Good to go.
Okay, here's the plan, I think. First up, I
I'll
want to know
try
who's
not
got
to
some of the
drag you down.
strongest,
Let's do this!
Prepped and ready.
Time to move.
who all
Time
have
for
different,
battle.
I'm good
whatchamacallit, special attacks that can reach
Okay, okay.
both of them.
I'll do my best.
Time for me to move.
Maybe Gamu. More than likely, I can use Shoma, potentially Gaku, Takimaru, Hiruko, Tsubasa, Eva. I could probably use all of them and get. Okay. The only way I'm getting extra. Okay,
My
hang on.
turn. Let's
We'll
go.
do that. Attack this.
Not bad.
Okay, good. Now the question I have is, do I want to use?
Ready
what
when
is my
you
current
are.
attack
Here we
after
go.
this? 21. Okay. We're gonna be sacrificing a lot of characters if you can
Tag me
tell.
in. Just ring that bell. Ha-ha.
Question.
Bring it on.
I could only hit one. But one is still better than none. But first, before we do that, before I waste on that,
I can do this much.
we're more than
My
likely gonna have
best
to
won't
use
be.
you
I can do this much.
to do that.
My best won't be much, but still. I'll go, if you can stand me.
I might need to use voltage to get as many turns as possible too. Because this is not going to be an easy way of doing this. But I've got a way.
Can't lose.
It's not ideal, but it might just barely work.
This is the one thing I can do.
It might just barely be enough to one turn this.
I wonder if I was.
Still Shoma. Like it's just another attack.
Let's do this. Here we
Now
go.
attack 22. I want as many people over here who can
I'll
at least
show you what's
do,
up. Let's freaking go!
Wait. One, two, three, four, 6. So if I were to put Shoma, like, say here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not gonna be able to make this perfect like I want to. In fact, I might have to risk doing a second turn. But I think half the fun is figuring out if it's possible. Is it possible to even get one turn? Because I think it might just barely be possible. Just barely. They're already a little lower, I should say. The other thing I could try and do is put you gun. Well,
Ready
no.
when you are.
I want to focus defense
This should
potions.
do
I
it.
appreciate the help.
I need to maximize damage, so I'm not taking as many turns.
Prepped and ready!
I'm thinking this all wrong. I think I'm thinking this all wrong. I'm stuck in the headset that I need to kill both of them in the exact same attack. But that's not at all what I need to do. I can take out the other Bashness way easier because she's got a little less health. If I focus on... If I at least kill one of them, then Takumi can deal with the other. If I can kill one, I think I can kill both. It's just a matter of perfectly doing this.
Let me at him!
Gaku. Okay, we're definitely gonna need to
I'll
use
show you what's up.
Spring Trap for you. But I think we're gonna take you, put you over here, and we're gonna use you.
Let's do this.
Before we do that, though, I'm gonna give Unyielding Spirit. This. Here's the thing. I'm a bit worried about using Unyielding Spirit because I don't know if I can waste the turns with Gamu to lower their attack. In which case, I only have as many attacks as I do. I'll do Move Again for now.
Harder.
At least I know Move Again can be used this way. I will
Just
also give
watch me.
Gaku an attack potion.
Give it to him!
This will do even more damage.
Let me in! Let me at him!
Then we give him the Desperation
Here
potion.
you go! This is bad.
Then we give him the
Ready?
Gatling gun. Oh, we can hit both. Never mind. Hang on. This actually works even better. Yeah, we'll do it.
Let's do this!
Last one.
Pretty amazing. Huh?
Okay, that's good. Now I'm really glad I did that.
I'm ready.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I did it from, say, like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I could do it one step close.
Leave it to me.
What's the closest I can get? Because definitely not all the way close. I promise she'll lose on... I could do this, it's just... Should I? Or should I try and perfect it more? Because she will lose out on a bit of... she will lose out on a bit of damage if I... Well, is it that important to take that damage? I do think I want to have... At the very least, I am sure that I want to use... Yeah, at the very least, I am sure that I want to use Kako.
Thanks.
Kaku's attack can easily reach both. It's just a matter of do I want the extra 3 attack, and I think I do. The only problem with that is it will mean I have to waste up another turn. but I can afford that. That's fine. That's fine. I can afford to do. Yeah, just calculate this. I forgot. I didn't even see you. Well, actually, no. Wait. What am I saying? There's a spot there. Never mind. Put you over there.
I'll do my best.
Now,
I'm
question.
ready.
If I were to do Necro Disaster, it would hit. Okay. So, yeah, I see what I want to do.
I'll do my
Move.
best.
Move over here.
I'm all set. Leave it to me. I'm all
We
set.
already gave you an attack potion. You're gonna have 3 extra attack.
I'll do my best.
Giving you a desperation potion.
Here goes. Ow!
Ready
We
when
have
you
another
are.
move again potion.
Good to go.
Not move again. I meant to say not a potion. I meant to say chemo anima.
I won't give up.
This will do a giant chunk of damage.
I can handle this myself. I tried my best.
With how cocky these two Vestnesses are, I really want to humiliate them by taking them both down before either of them get a chance to do anything. You want to talk big? Cool. You can talk big all you want. But just prepare for whenever it
Full throttle.
fires back in your face, very painfully. Talking about you're next, I think. Yeah.
Let's
Talking
give it
about
to
you
him.
can
Let's
more than
freaking
likely.
go.
If I give you an
All
agility
in
potion, can you
ass.
make it?
Setting it up. Full throttle. Let's freaking go.
Easily. Yeah. We'll give you.
All in ass. Let's give it to him.
We'll give you an attack
Heads up.
potion.
Let's do this. Setting
Desperation.
it up. Ugh.
I need
Let's
more
do
turns.
this. I've got this. Gotta push it.
I still got gas.
This will do another good chunk of damage.
Just try.
Okay, I want to look back with Takumi. I want to check what is Takumi's looking at right now. I also need to keep in mind I need to use voltage on Takumi. What? I forgot about that for some reason. That's a very special fact.
My turn. Good to go.
Takumi's currently got 25. I can take down this guy in 2 turns. I can take down one of them in 2 turns. Let's do that. Okay, we'll go ahead and take down one of them. Just to prevent, this might help in preventing, whatchamacallit. Question.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Say when. Good to go.
Oh yeah, we'd be fine.
One last
Okay,
strike.
let's take down the other Veshnius.
Take care of the
Time for
rest.
action.
Nah, you're not done yet, gamer.
Thanks.
Get back up.
Let's do this.
One last strike.
Alright, let's take down the other Veshnius. That's one down.
I'm good to go. I've got your back.
Okay, now we just got this one. We can easily take it down.
Tag me in.
Yeah, we easily got this. Even if it counters us a little bit, that's fine. Desperation potion on
This'll do the
Moko
trick.
now.
I've
Give
still
her an
got
attack
some
potion too.
Whew, I've still got some fight in me. Here comes the
Moko
finisher.
Mania! Charge!
I put it all out there. Ugh.
Okay. We can do a little more than that, though.
I guess I'm up. Here goes.
And then I think we'll sacrifice
Okay.
Ema as well. He's already got the attack up, so a desperation potion would be perfect.
I'll leave them. Well, this could be
We
trouble.
only got 2 spring traps left, though. This will be the second to last one.
That was too close for comfort.
Okay, good.
I'm through with you.
I think we do it. I think we do it in one turn. In a single turn, we're gonna
Serves you right.
destroy Veshness.
Here
Our
we
attack
go.
is now at, what
Let's
for
go.
this? 27. Oh, you're done. It's over. I
I've
win.
got this.
I'm not even gonna give you the decency of a counter attempt.
One last strike!
You weren't nice to me. I'm not gonna be any pleasant with you.
Take care. Up the
Locked
rest.
and loaded.
All that talk, all that
catch you up.
smack, and yet you still, no matter what, even
Say
with
when.
2 of
My
you,
turn.
get
One
one
last strike.
turned. Out of my sight. Huh. All that smack talk, and yet
I'll
you're
be
just
right
as
back.
easy.
You vile, wicked invader scum!
I have one question for you before you die. Where's that timeline traveling contraption you were talking about?
Since you decided not to talk, we went ahead and dealt the finishing blow. With that, the fight was over. It was finally over. Whew. 0 days left until day 100. Alright, what's gonna happen? Before I even realized it, it was a new day. The last day was finally here. The fact that I was still able to stand surprised me because every cell in my body was screaming for rest. I stood still and raised my head. The dazzling sun began to rise, and the dawn sky signaled the final day. Day 100. There was a school, battered but safe thanks to our efforts. A different ending than the previous 100 days. Some who didn't make it previously survived this time. On the other hand,
There were others who died this time, though they had survived previously.
but time went on. It was now day 100. We made it to the final day. The final day 100. It's finally over. Nozomi, this doesn't feel real. That we've won. One survived. I can't feel happy. Because some of my friends are dead. Decide your destiny. My fight. No. No, it's not over yet. There's still something else out there. Something that might help. No, it's not over. Oh, let's see. Sure enough, we went to a different side. I'm wondering if I should go to the other side first. Huh? There's still people I didn't manage to save. Darmi, Kyoshika, and Kurara. They're not here with us. And him. That boy who couldn't join the team because of me. That's why I'm going to redo it. Redo? That means you intend to go back in time again? But how? Veshta said there was a contraption that allowed you to travel between timelines. There's no definite proof of this, but if it's real, I might be able to go back in time. Did you ask her for its location? Yeah, so that I could use it to go back and redo things. Doesn't that mean you'll have to fight for another 100 days? Redo all those defensive battles again? I mean, I'd want to save all those who died too if I could. I wish I could have talked more with the boy with the undying flames too. That also means you'll have to keep fighting. That's surely going to take a toll on your mental strength. What if you have to face even fiercer battles next time? So which do you end up losing? I can't bear the thought of not being able to be there for you while you're suffering. Thank you. I appreciate your concern, but my mind is set. I'm doing it. I came back to retrieve what was lost. If something else got lost in the event, then it's only right that I go get them back too. And I have the power to make that possible. That's why I have to redo this again. Takumi. I'm going to redo this, so that no one gets left behind. And this time, I'll make sure I let him know how he's always been a friend. Oh, that's just the ending. Okay. Ending 14. Serial Battles Route. One more time. That's another ending. Feels like it's been forever since we actually got an ending. Well, you know what that means. Alright. You know what that means. Beep. My fight is over. I'm done. I don't want to do this no more, man. Right. Our fight is over. And there's no need to fight anymore. Because we've won. My entire body seemed relaxed at that realization. As if all the accumulated tension was melting away at once. It was at that moment that the announcement played.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 400 seconds.
There it is.
Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
There it is. The signal that it's really finally over. Takumi, everyone's already heading for the escape pod. Shall we go too? We, huh? Yeah, this is how it should be. It's the whole reason I came back from the future. I have no more regrets. Yeah, let's go join the others. Nozomi and I climbed aboard the escape pod along with everyone else. We had been fighting non-stop, battling for our lives every single waking moment. And we survived it all. That was all that mattered. It was all over. All the fighting was over. Oh, there we go. Nice. Serial Battles Route, the war is over. Complete all Serial Battles Route achievement. Alright, with that, we've finally gotten out of our... the infinite boss fights, route. That's what it certainly feels like, partially. So now we have to go even further back to get another ending. Next up will be the path, oh boy, here we go. Now things are starting to get really interesting. So, now we have to go back to the conspiracy route. We technically already did watch a bit of it, so we'll skip ahead here. But what I think I will do is I'll get these side endings first. So, we'll go back here and we won't take the red pill. So, let's see what that does. So, do not take the red pill. Hello, Goto. I remember, don't worry. I remember everything from this route. The bash from getting flung by Takemaru. Hal is the anti-faction or whatever. I remember all this. Anyways, sorry, little marshmallow. I get the feeling that Goto's just going to kill me again. I don't want to take it. I'm probably about to be assassinated right now, though. I'll pass. For all you have to say about Sire, you're pretty sketchy yourself. And there's no telling what that pill will actually do to me if I take it.
Ah.
Those are pretty natural suspicions, don't you think?
Well, your argument is quite sound. It's extremely right-minded and super-duper reasonable. But sound arguments won't change the world around you.
Huh?
Huh?
Don't think less of me for this, but if you don't have any intention of leaving the Pro faction, then I can't let you live. If you're going to blame anything, blame the Pro faction's cunning. And your own foolishness.
Thanks, Goto. Yeah, I'm not really surprised on that for one. Number 15, Conspiracy Route. A fair point. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, fair enough. Alright, we're gonna help the anti-Exodus faction. We're probably about to get on a lot of people's bad sides. Alright, we'll help you out, Goto. Let's see how long this route ends up lasting. Help the anti-Exodus faction? We now know that there really is an anti-Exodus faction, so Goto's probably telling the truth here to some degree. So yeah, I'll help out. Yes, I'm in. I believe you when you say we've also been brainwashed into fighting by Sire.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
What can I do to help? Just go back to the artificial satellite and the escape pod at the second campus like you asked? Is there anything else I can do?
Yes, there is. That's why I approached you first. What I want to ask you to do is persuade everyone else.
Huh?
Persuade them? Oh, we're not gonna actually do... Are we not gonna actually do as much fighting in this route, and instead we're gonna do more persuading?
Yes, I want you to tell the others the truth, just like I did with you. That you've all been brainwashed to fight, and that you don't need to fight anymore. That you should all escape together instead.
Alright, I don't mind doing that, but why me? You know, it's also weird. You wanna know what's really weird to think about right now? You're alive. It just now occurs to me, you're alive again. Although, at the moment, you are not alive. You're very dead. So, that's very weird right now. But Kurara, after so long, is finally alive again. I can't even remember the last time we had Kurara in the party. How many episodes again was that? I don't remember. But it's been so long. Alright, I don't mind doing that, but why me? Why don't you just talk to them yourself like you did with me? It'll probably be more believable coming from you anyway.
No, that would be risky. I can't keep sneaking around Siri's neck. If I do, he might notice there's something wrong with me, go and figure out my secret. There's also something else I need to do in the meantime.
What's that?
You remember I told you there's an escape pod at the other academy? It would need some fixing up before it's usable. So if you can work on getting the others on board while I'm working on that, then we wouldn't lose any time. An efficient solution, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Thank you. Anyway, here's something to help you persuade them.
Goto hand me some more red pills. And with them, a whole stack of red envelopes. Are these the same as the pill I just took?
Yes, give them to anyone who think could have received a more recent brainwashing as you did.
Okay, and what about these envelopes?
You're open-minded, so you believed me. But that won't necessarily be the case with everyone else. If anyone is skeptical, you can hand them the envelope instead. Each one contains background intel about the Special Defense Unit, along with hints about their brainwashing-induced reasons to fight.
Just hints? Why not the full details?
You're really asking me that when you were too scared to ask me the details about your case?
Hey!
Touche. Okay, point taken. Anything too specific could be overwhelming. I suppose there's kindness in holding back.
Just so you know, there are 12 envelopes. One for each survivor, excluding Ava. I put yours into there too if you ever want to learn the full truth about your own brainwashing.
Thanks, but I doubt I'll have it in me to open it before I get back to the satellite.
Anyway, we'll be launching the escape pod in 3 days. Please get everyone on board by then.
Okay, but... What?
Good heavens, what was that for?
Did you just say 3 days?
I know it's rather sudden. That's as long as I can stay in control of Nico's body. Then it's back to square one and you'll lose your chance to escape the artificial satellite. So 3 days is all I can give you, but you can do it. I believe in you.
That's not a lot of time, but fine. What if I can't persuade them all in 3 days?
Then you'll be heading back to the satellite with only the members you successfully persuaded. And if you can't convince anyone, you'll be going all alone. You wouldn't want that, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
I'm sure you already know, but Siri cannot find out about this. Not about my existence or the fact that you're going around trying to persuade people to leave. He's the embodiment of the pro-faction. If he catches us... Just imagining it gives me chills.
So I need to persuade everyone in 3 days without Siri finding out. That sounds impossible. But there's no way I'm going back alone and leaving everyone else behind. Sounds like I'm just gonna have to make it the impossible possible. Hey, what about the bomb in my chest? I haven't forgotten about that. Oh dear. Bing bong.
Get prepared.
Shut up,
ready to
egg. The Exodus Project. Just to clarify something. Okay, so there are no other... for some reason I thought there were more. Oh god, I gotta know, what other choices do we have before this point? Letting Hirko destroy Nigo. Oh god. Deciding if Ava dies or lives. Choosing who to kill. Oh. Whether we reveal Nozomi's secret or not, which we've already seen a little bit about, and I remember what that's about. We try to convince everyone that she's a commander that's gone rogue. Choosing which school to save, which probably is going to lead to Nozomi's death at that point. And choosing to reveal my secret. That's great. Why do I feel intense anxiety? The Exodus Project. The pro and anti-factions. Sire, Goto. The brainwashing, our reasons for fighting, our right to run away. There's a lot to think about. You know what, there's actually another thing I want to look at. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything else new here. But I didn't have the time. Goto said yesterday that the escape pod from Second to Last Defense Academy will launch in 3 days. That's the day after tomorrow. There's no time to change paths or look for other options. I have to stay on the one that I decide was right for me. But who do I start with? It can't just be anyone. There's a definite possibility that this decision will make or break this whole plan. I need to choose carefully. The person most likely to hear me out is... Oh, no. This is terrible. How many options are you going to give me here, game? Don't scare me. Oh, no. There's going to be a lot of endings on this path, isn't there? At the very least, we know this route's probably going to end up being short, considering we have a 3-day time limit. Who will we persuade first? I think Hirko. As hard-headed as she can be, I think by this point in time, she would also have started been brainwashing. Like, she'll notice, like, how she's been acting odd. So I think it's Hirko. But I want to see if that's true or not. Is Hirko the right option? We can tell if it's the right option based on if it switches to a different path. Maybe I should talk to Hirko first. Let's see. You know, in hindsight, maybe it's obvious that I should have started with Kurawa, considering she's the one who's alive. You know what? I started down this path. Let's keep going. Maybe I should talk to Hirko first. You're acting a little strange lately, you know that? Huh? Strange how? If you haven't noticed anything, then forget it. I'll take care of this myself. Hirko had been concerned about me before. Come to think of it, perhaps she'd already realized there was a chance I'd been brainwashed. And that's not all. You said your suspicions grew after what Siri said about brainwashing, right? You mean about me, right? You've been saying something's off about me. Tell me, please, what was that about? Why did you think something was off about me?
Oh, that.
Oh.
I'm sorry about that. I was imagining things. Maybe Hiroko's under the same kind of brainwashing as me. Some kind of secondary brainwashing. That would explain why she suddenly took back what she said about me seeming strange and stopped suspecting Sirei. In that case, I better hurry and get her to take the pill.
I get the feeling I'm about to get, oh, hey, what the? This is the first time we're actually in a Hiriko's room, and it is completely barren compared to everyone else's, I swear.
What's it you want to talk about so badly? You're creeping me out.
Ah.
Please, just stay cool and hear me out.
Ah.
We don't have to fight anymore. We can just run away.
If you're not joking, then can I safely assume that you've finally lost your mind?
Ah.
I'm not joking, and I'm not crazy.
A crazy person wouldn't be aware that they lost their mind anyway.
Please, just hear me out. I looked Hiriko directly in the eyes. She in turn glared directly back at me.
Fine, let's hear it.
I relayed everything Goto had told me the day before. She knew that her head was in a daze, just like mine was, so I had her take the pill. Once she did, her mind seemed to become clearer.
It seems I have no choice but to believe you.
That said, she still appeared reluctant to accept all of it. The anti-Exodus faction are brainwashing to give us a reason to fight. The secondary brainwashing to make us obedient to Sirei, and the escape pod at Second to Last Defense Academy. One by one, Hiroko came to terms with all these assorted details. And lastly, here. No need to force yourself to read it. I'm just giving you the option.
Did you look at the clue about your brainwashing in your envelope?
Ah.
Nah, I got cold feet, and I figured it wasn't really necessary.
You pathetic coward. Is what I'd like to say, but I'm not looking at mine either. For roughly the same reason.
Damn. At least you're honest. With that, Hiroko tossed the envelope she just received onto her desk.
Oh.
We should start discussing what we're going to do from here on. But would you give me a moment alone first?
Sure, but why?
There's something I need to think about. It shouldn't take long. Go wait for me in your room.
Ah.
Okay. Perhaps Hiroko... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm about to die, aren't I? Or either I'm about to die or Sirei. I heard my doorbell ring. It's either I'm about to die or Sirei. Yep, I had a feeling. Hey there, Sumino. Just wanted to check how you're doing. What are you doing here? Oh, you know perfectly well. Why play dumb now? Fine, if you're gonna force me to say it, you will sold out. Sold out? Who'd do that? No, I suppose it goes without saying. Hiroko. She must have been pretending to believe me and asked for time to think so she could report me to Sirei. Wouldn't have been too hard for her to pretend to, and to swallow the red pill to trick me either. Great. Damn it. I want a do-over. Yeah, in hindsight, maybe that wasn't the best idea. Plans exposed. In hindsight, that wasn't the smartest thing. But at least I tried. Alright, Kurara time. Alright, let's try this again. Dong, bing, bong. Thanks, Hiroko, for being an asshole. Alright. What next? Well, obviously, what next? Kurara! Why do I get the feeling this is going to lead to Kurara route? Like, we can probably split off from the conspiracy route for Kurara. Maybe I should go to Kurara first. She seemed pretty down when I spoke to her yesterday. It's not like her to show her true feelings like that.
Why am I the one who's still alive?
Oh, it's been forever since I've done your voice. I don't even remember it fully. This might be a new voice.
Kurara. I should have been the one who died.
We don't need to fight anymore. I'll bet Kurara wants to hear those words more than anything else right now. In her state, she's bound to accept all this craziness about the anti-Exodus faction and the brainwashing pretty much at face value. A twinge of guilt crept into my heart, but my personal feelings were of no concern at that moment. Oh, hey, we get to see your room. Why do you... I saw that. You have a time bomb on your desk, madam. Also, your room's got gold pipes.
What do you need to talk about so badly that you come to my room uninvited? If it's some mundane drivel, I'll tear the skin right off your face.
Starting off on a strong note, I see. More important than that, though, I have to come right out and tell her. Kurara, we don't have to fight anymore. We can just run away.
Huh? If this is a joke, it's even more lame than I expect from you.
I'm serious.
What? And that's supposed to make me believe you?
Please, just hear me out. Now look Kurara directly in the eyes. She in turn glared directly back at me.
Tell me everything.
And so I did, relaying everything Goto told me the day before. Kurara didn't exhibit any of the dazed sensation that I'd felt. It appeared that her brainwashing was only to instill her reason for fighting. Once she finished listening to my explanation, she spoke in a low murmur.
It all sounds pretty far-fetched.
Yeah, I know, but I believe it, and I want you to believe it too if you can. I want you to trust me so that we can go back to the artificial satellite together.
But you must understand, as a proud daughter of the Usuzuki clan, I can never run away, no matter the... No, it can't be.
Kurara's expression clouded over mid-sentence, as if she just realized something. The apprehension seemed to stoke my own feelings of guilt, but I pressed ahead all the same. If your pride as an Usuzuki is what's making you fight, then maybe that's part of the brainwashing they did to you. The real Usuzukis might not be the prominent family that Kurara believed them to be. Or maybe she wasn't even part of the Usuzuki family at all. If her obligation to her family was the foundation of what motivated her to keep fighting, any of that was possible. Here, in case you need it. I was told it contains a clue about your brainwashing.
Clue?
Yeah, they said a straight explanation would be too shocking.
Alright, I'll take a look. Hand it over.
Kurara snatched the envelope from my hand. You're gonna open it?
Of course, naturally I'm scared, but... I would be simply miserable living with the possibility of that which I hold most dear being fake. I can't have that haunting me forever. If that's what's in here can dispel that misery, that's a chance I'll have to take.
You're one tough girl.
Of course, I am an Usuzuki after all. I will be until I open this envelope anyway.
Oh dear. With that sharp remark, Kurara opened the envelope. Oh, is this gonna... This is gonna do some immense damage to her psyche, I feel. I feel like she's not gonna even wear the mask anymore. Inside was a single sheet of paper which she cast her eyes over intently. What's it say?
It's about my father. It says he died 5 years ago.
Huh?
Sure enough, I have no memory of this. I had no idea he was dead. In fact, I remember him being in fine health right before I came to school.
So your brainwashing was to make you forget about your father's passing?
Yes, if I'm to trust this note, this seems to be the case. But more than that, my father, Kurama Usuzuki, was head of the Usuzuki clan. If he's dead, then the family is no more. I think we can say that my brainwashing was actually about the state of the Usuzuki family itself. The one thing that kept me fighting up to this point has been my pride as an Usuzuki. And according to this note, all that was a lie. My father's been dead for 5 years, and I forgot about the fall of the Usuzuki family. No. I was made to forget.
About that envelope. Was there anything else in there besides the stuff about your father's passing?
Well, this piece of paper here is a copy of his death certificate. The cause of his death was cancer, plain and simple.
I see.
This is a bit too disheartening, isn't it? I imagine the clue would be a little less hard-hitting than something like this. Those anti-Exodus simpletons are painfully straightforward. Their lack of consideration is rather off-putting.
I agree.
Naturally, this doesn't mean that I accept this sheet as the absolute truth. This Goto you told me about could be making it all up. He could be deceiving you, and in turn deceiving me as well.
Yeah, that's a possibility too. There's no proof as to whether this brainwashing stuff is true or not. It's really just a matter of choosing who to trust. Well, knowing what we know now, it is absolutely true. The brainwashing is absolutely 100% true. We are 100% been brainwashed.
I suppose so. Yes, I understand. That's why. That's why I'm choosing to trust you, Takumi.
You are?
I don't like it, but it seems like there's some credibility to what you've told me. If there's a chance we can go home without fighting, I want to hold on to it. I just feel a kind of regret holding me back. If I believe you and we choose to stop fighting and run away, then the others who died, What was the point of their sacrifice? Their deaths will have been in vain, won't they?
Ah,
There's no denying that. Oh no. Or a friend's deaths in vain. I don't know. You know what, I'm doing it random. I'm hitting both the D-pad and the left analog stick at the same time on opposite directions. Closing my eyes and I'm hitting A. Okay. Okay. I feel like this is gonna get me killed again. They were in vain. Let's see. Surprisingly not. I'm actually very surprised that that's not technically the wrong answer. I honestly thought that would have been the wrong answer, but at the same time, I guess it makes sense. Of course it's the right answer. Okay, you already know I'm too curious. Fine. I'm curious, is it gonna be plan exposed again? Here you go. Alright. No, they weren't in vain at all. No, no, no. This is absolutely... Now that I think about it more, absolutely this is the wrong thing to say. What am I saying? I don't know why I thought it would be bad to say that that their deaths were in vain. Because it's obviously in vain if... But no! I feel like Kurama's gonna kill me out of rage at this point. They were in vain.
Ha! What do you mean? I mean, you're alive because Gaku died. I mean, you're alive because Gaku died, aren't you? It's because I'm alive, Gaku's death wasn't in vain. The only purpose for his death was to keep me alive. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I meant.
Then what did you mean? What train of thought derailed you into thinking you can tell me their deaths were anything more than senseless tragedies? If you're just saying whatever you think sounds right to fit the mood, I'll end you here and now.
I'm sorry. That wasn't very considerate of me. Even if my logic doesn't hold up, I still don't want to admit their deaths were pointless. I don't want them to have died in vain.
I feel the same way. I don't want them to have died in vain.
Ah.
That's why I've decided to keep fighting.
Huh?
That's the only way I can truly honor their memories. I'll just talk about their sacrifice allowing us to sneak away to the artificial satellite. About how their spirits live on with us. No matter what, I refuse to talk myself into that kind of self-deception. I'll fight and I'll win. I'll get through these 100 days, then only then I'll be able to finally say their deaths were in vain. And when I die, I'll be able to look them in the eyes in the afterlife.
What?
No
Ah.
ifs, ands, or buts about it!
You don't want their lives to have been wasted either, do you, Takumi? Then firm up your resolve and get your ass in gear. Stop spewing this hypocrisy. If you really want their deaths to mean something, running away from our responsibilities is the last thing you should be thinking of. Let's fight. Let's win this war. Let's hold on to what we can.
You're right. I'd failed to persuade Kurara, yet somehow it seemed like this wasn't the wrong choice. It felt like we were on the right path after all.
Never mind.
Dear me, you do have a way with words, don't you? But if you're not able to translate them into positive action, they'll never be anything more.
Thank you, Goto. I had a feeling it was going to happen, I just didn't expect it that damn quickly. Conspiracy root. Empty words. We are getting a lot of endings right now. I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to fit all of them on the, on the title. Alright, let's continue. They weren't in vain. If I had put the sentiment into words, I could have phrased it that way. It was only because of our friend's sacrifice that we could now escape. In that sense, their deaths definitely had meaning. Or something to that effect. But saying that would be insincere. Dishonest. They didn't die so that we could be free. They fought to win and died fighting. In a war they were tricked into joining at that. I couldn't find any significance in their deaths. In a sense, their deaths were nothing but the unfortunate result of their being manipulated. That was a much more cold-hearted way of putting it, but it was closer to how I really felt about it.
Don't just stand there with that dopey look on your face. Say something!
Sorry.
Well, I'm glad that you didn't give me some half-assed positivity, at least.
What do you mean?
Part of me wanted to cling on to anything but gloss over this whole situation. If you'd said something carelessly optimistic, it would have been way too tempting to get on board with it. Your silence just now let me know it's okay to feel this despair. I'm glad.
I see.
Can you give me 3 minutes to myself?
Sure, but why?
Take a while, guess. I don't want you to see me cry. I'm going to think about my father, how my father is probably dead, and use Suzuki clan with him. And I'll also think about our friends' meaningless deaths while I'm at it.
Right.
When I'm done crying, I'll place my trust in you, and we can start thinking about what we can do from here on. I just need a little time.
I understand. Thanks. I wait for Kurara in my room. Her father's gone, and her friends died in vain. It's also horrible that no one will want to believe it, but in spite of all that, she still chose to trust me. She really is one tough girl. Alright, what's our plan now? Just as the 3 minutes were up, Kurara arrived in my room.
Pardon the wait.
Are you okay?
Of course, who do you take me for? Though I guess I should probably drop the smug act from here on out. Now that my father said, the proud Usuzuki name has died with him.
I think you can keep it up if you want. Even if the Usuzuki family is no more, you're still the same proud Kurara Usuzuki as before. What?
Nothing. I was simply impressed you were able to offer a few half-decent words of encouragement. I'd brace myself for you to rub salt in my wounds with some insincere entities.
Don't talk as if I were that kind of psychopath.
Anyway, let's think about what we're going to do from here on. The escape pod takes off in 2 days, yes? We need to persuade the others to join us without Siri catching on before then. The more I think about it, the more it seems like a game that's impossible to win.
Yeah, I hear that. There's just not enough time, and keeping things out of Siri's notice is a tall order too.
If we fail to persuade even one of them, they'll probably go right to Siri and tell them what we're up to. Should we just give up?
Damn! That was super quick. Jesus, Kurara. Say what?
I'm kidding. Well, half kidding. There's a noble disparity between our goals and the obstacles in our way. Even without Siri keeping an eye on us, 2 days would be a tight window to convince everyone. To start with, we'll need to do something about Siri.
What kind of something?
Who knows? The only thing that comes to mind is smashing him to pieces.
Huh?
Huh?
Smash into pieces? Oh dear. That's not impossible. That's not an option, right? We know for a fact it's definitely not impossible. We've seen it happen. At the very beginning of the game so long ago.
I suppose so. Yeah, that might work. At first, I thought it would be too dangerous, not to mention against the rules, but desperate times call for desperate measures. And Siri's rules are a bunch of hogwash anyway.
If we destroy him before we persuade the others, we won't need to worry about anyone blowing our cover if we fail to convince them. We didn't even bring anyone, and we don't convince the official satellite by force if we have to.
It's more than satisfactory. So what do you do? The clock's ticking and we need to act fast.
Oh no. There's gonna be way too many endings for this, for a single title.
I'm more than fine with taking him out, but I'll leave the final choice to you.
Well, in that case... Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to fit all these in the title. Too many endings. Destroy Sire? Screw it! Destroy the egg! I want to check something. I need to know something right now. So first of all, that's actually the correct route. Well, we're gonna go back then. But I need to know something. 1, 2, 3. Four, 5. I already have to put 5, oh dear, dear. That's really... Can I check something real quick? This might waste extra time so we don't get more endings, which is a weird thing to say, but at the same time, I need to make sure I can write all of these. I need to check something. Just a little something that might help with, Oh, I'm definitely not gonna... I can't afford to get more endings right now, I don't think, because I'm not going to be able to fit them all in the title. I'm already at, like, maxed out here. I was checking how many, characters you can put in a title for a YouTube video. Yeah, we're not going to have enough space. There's so many endings. Because how many endings have we got so far? We got 6 endings right now. Jeez, Pete. Part of me's wondering if we can just... Sorry, I'm just trying to think about how to organize all this because it's going to be all quite... Okay, you know what? This is going to be a lot shorter of an episode, but I don't want there to be so many endings that I can't put them all in the title. I might just have to alter the way that the title of the YouTube video is read. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here because I don't want it to get too... I don't want to get too many endings. So we'll go ahead and end it here for today. Hey, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoy and hope to see you all later. Peace.